walking into Union Station one day. I made eye contact with a well-dressed older gentleman whom I recognized as Senator Craig. We began walking towards one of the restrooms in Union Station. We went to the urinals where we both unzipped.
Oh.
I also performed fellatio for a very, very short amount of time. We both zipped up and left and went on our separate ways.
Okay, I need to shower. I need to boil my body now. The grand old perverts are back. It's the grand old perverts, the grand old pedophile, whatever you want to call them. And the sick thing is it's a bathroom. And now there's another guy. He's a 40-year-old man said he had sex with Larry Craig in a men's room at Union Station in Washington D.C. And the only thing that I find hard to believe about this story is that anybody wanted to have sex with Larry Craig anywhere at any time. But I am sort of jealous, and I must actually tell you right out loud, can you believe this 40-year-old man said that he performed fellatio for a very, very short, the whole episode, according to this man whose voice has been altered to protect his space in the closet? I don't know. He wants to be anonymous. I guess if I had sex with Larry Craig, I wouldn't cop to it either. Did I say cop? Oh. Yeah, but, the guy says this 40-year-old man who said he had sex. Union Station, by the way, is the Washington, D.C. main train terminal. Somebody needs to check Larry Craig's voting record and see if he ever voted to give funding for Amtrak, because I'll tell you what the height of hypocrisy would be. If Larry Craig voted against funding for Amtrak. That would be amazing. I mean, that would make him a double, triple, super, uber, big secret background, bloody, nasty, bad boy, bad hypocrite. Having gay sex while voting against gay rights, okay, we understand he's a Republican. But voting against Amtrak while taking advantage of the stalls in the men's room, oh, that would be bad, wouldn't it? Okay, I digress. So here's this 40-year-old man who the Idaho newspaper, the Idaho Statesman, had this story for a really long time, and they sat, oh, God, it's all going to be double entendre, isn't it? Everything I say, it's just, listen, he's the one that did it. When he gave his press conference, what's the first thing that Larry Craig said? Thanks for coming out. Hello? Larry? Even in Idaho, they know what that means. Moron. Okay, so this guy, this 40-year-old guy who talked to the Idaho Statesman and told the Idaho Statesman this story that he had sex with Larry Craig in a men's room at Union Station in Washington, D.C. is shocking because, no, not because the newspaper sat on the story for so long until he got caught doing it again in a Minneapolis bathroom. No, it's shocking because the man said the whole thing only took 4 minutes. Man, do I feel like a fool. Somebody call my ex-husband and tell him, dude, in retrospect, you did a lot better than Larry Craig. Because he did. It's not fair. And he gets to be a senator. It's not fair. 4 minutes. I want to know who this guy is. I want him to give up his anonymous status because I want to know, dude, what's your secret? 4 minutes? Are you kidding me? I am so outraged at this news. I don't think it could be done in 4 minutes. And apparently, if you read the rest of the story, it wasn't done. But somebody came into the bathroom where the bathroom got so crowded that they couldn't consummate, so they went to another bathroom in Union Station. And apparently that one got too crowded and they couldn't consummate. So the guy went home and checked the internet and looked up Larry Craig's photo because he thought it was him, and then he confirmed that, yeah, I just did that with the senator. You know what I want to say. But that's what, honest to God, Idaho, a guy calls me from Idaho yesterday and says, so is my state blue now? And I said, well, Larry Craig's got something blue. But I've been thinking, the state isn't, there are no red states, there are no blue states. Let's just say they're all pink. All pink. Everybody, new state flag, include your state animal and your state flower on a rainbow flag. I just can't even believe this. And by the way, let's not even call them red states. Let's call them magenta, vermilion, puce, mauve, cardinal, burgundy, brick, something. And he's still denying it. This is the crazy part. I'm not gay. Well, then you're just disgusting, okay? You're just disgusting. I don't care. Listen, here you go. This is the question the media is choosing to ask. Well, since you have no problem with, gays, do you have any problem with the bathroom sex? Yes, I have a problem with the bathroom. Oh my God. I believe couples that leave the door open, I think that's when your marriage is over. That's when it's over. Women spend a lifetime avoiding public bathrooms for legitimate reasons that they would have to use them. We pretend we don't. I would rather just keep my legs crossed, wait until I land, get picked up at the airport, go to somebody's house, and then wait for them to leave. And anybody that knows me will tell you that is absolutely true. I mean, one of the criteria when I realized I could buy a house was that, he had a bathroom that he could use. I grew up in a house with one bathroom and 4 people. It's disgusting! The American dream is not just about home ownership, it's about separate bathrooms, people. And why would you want to use a public one for any reason, let alone sex? I don't understand it. I just don't even understand it. Listen, color me romantic, but when I think of sexual encounters, I hear the wind whispering through the pines, not a bunch of men passing papers underneath the stall and some tree freshener. It's just so bizarre. I don't even understand it. And he doesn't even seem to be embarrassed about the bathroom. He's just more mortified that he had and this is not new for him. He was implicated in a thing in 1982, and in 1982, the media started to report on it, and then they backed off of it, and the only person that stepped up, no one was named. No one was named. Not one person. He was in the House of Representatives. No one was named. Larry Craig, I don't know what it is. He's got this, he must be Jewish. I don't understand. The guilt that resides in this man is it's incredible. I mean, it's like, somebody's been accused of having gay sex in the bathroom. I didn't do it. I'm not gay, he says, and nobody even asked him. Nobody even asked him, and yet he goes on the TV and says, well, whoever it wasn't me. Listen to this. This is just incredible. You can play either cut 1 or 2. It doesn't matter. One will be ABC, one will be NBC. Lisa Myers. Oh my God, I was looking at this YouTube video of Lisa Myers. She was thin. I mean, she's not Candy Crowley or anything. But she was thin and young. Man, it's amazing what, 25 years will do to a person. But, is this Lisa Myers? Yeah, okay, we're going to do Lisa Myers. This is from July of 1982. Just listen to this little report. It's a minute.
Authorities believe Marshall ran a network of elevator operators, doorkeepers, and tour guides who allegedly delivered cocaine to congressional offices. Meanwhile, the FBI formed a special squad to investigate allegations of homosexual activity between congressmen and teenage pages. One former page, Jeffrey Opp, was interviewed by the FBI last week and gave impetus to the investigation of illicit sex. Opp's father said his son was not personally involved. One congressman came forward after rumors surfaced that he was involved in the case.
I've always been aggressive and upfront with what I believe in. And when I have people telling me that a whole series of false accusations are made against my character, frankly, it makes me mad as hell.
That Craig felt compelled to react to reports from reporters that he was under investigation is evidence of the sheer panic that reigns in certain corridors of Congress.
What is with him? He's riddled with guilt, and he did it again in 1989. There was yet another scandal. This one involved the White House, by the way. The Reagan-Bush one. Yeah, it was bad. There were midnight tours of young boy prostitutes, 15 years old. And, of course, the obligatory 1980s cocaine reference. It has been the grand old pedophiles for a really long time. Why is anybody surprised that they made America, super hyper about homosexuality? Because their version of what it is to be a homosexual is disgusting. Today's homosexual doesn't want the cocaine. They don't want the White House tour. They just want to get married and share their health care plan.